So, hi everyone. Speaking to this episode of Pastry here at News 9 with me, Sakshi Singh Litoria, is the Shweta Basu Prasad. Makdi se Maharani tak ka safar, Shweta, how would you describe it?
How would I describe it? Wow, 23 years, I guess. It's been fun. It's been fun. I think, I always say I'm an outsider who grew up in the industry, and industry has been so kind, so supportive, has always given me work, and I just try to do my best. I really enjoy what I do. And with every new project, there's a new challenge, there's a new excitement, there's a little bit of nervous, and there's more love, which is great, keeps me going.
Tell us a little bit about Roshni's character. How did you land that character? How did you prepare yourself from that? And what were the key takeaways from the sets?
Okay. So I got a call end of last year, early this year, from Mr. Subhash Kapoor's office.
Mhm.
He's the show creator, producer, and showrunner of Maharani, and also one of the writers. So I met him, and then Puneet Krishna, who's the director, and the writers, they gave me a narration and an entire story and character arc. And Subhashji said something really sweet. He said that, he thought of casting me as Roshni whenever the show takes a leap. And that was so incredible for him to have that kind of faith, that kind of confidence in me that I would be able to pull it off. So that was amazing. And I fell in love with Roshni's arc in season 4 completely. Love the story and everything, and all the new characters that are being introduced in Maharani. So I mean, obviously, I've followed the show and I've seen the first 3 seasons, so that worked as a backstory. But I wrote a little backstory about Roshni as well. You know how she must have been right before season 4, where she must have gone to college. What did she study? What were her friends' circle like, and everything. That's an exercise I do with all my projects. So that's how, and the set was very warm and welcoming. It didn't feel like I was joining a team that has already done 3 seasons. They were very receptive and absolutely gorgeous to work with. I had a very wholesome work experience, a lovely project, good work, good people to work with. So, yeah, good takeaway, I guess.
And Bihar dil ke kareeb hai, Shweta. And Bihar ki politics has been discussed in Maharani for over the years, and we've been enjoying the show lately. If I could ask you the aspects of Bihar politics that you learned, because you have done journalism and mass communication yourself, so there must be a habit of doing research. So, what kind of research did you put while you were preparing Roshni's character?
See, it's a fictional story and it's a fictional storyline. It's a fictional character. So I had absolutely no research on Bihar politics, honestly, because I'm playing a part and whatever is written in the script and I'm just playing my part. So there was no research as such. Had it been a documentary, then I would have for sure. But it's a fictitious character and it's a fictitious setup. Very well written parts. Bihar has been closed. I mean, I was born in Jamshedpur, which was Bihar
Yes.
when I was born. It's
Yeah.
become Jharkhand
Jharkhand
now.
now.
And yeah, but I've never really lived in Bihar. I've been a Bombay kid. I've been in Bombay since I was 5, 6 years old. Um, so yeah, no research as such.
If I could ask you about the bonhomie that you sort of created with Huma on set, or maybe with Vipinji, how was it?
Wonderful. I don't have any scenes with Bipin Ji, but obviously I'd known him socially, and he's such a fantastic actor. He's absolutely phenomenal in the show. Huma is again, I've always known her as obviously the actor that she is, but personally as Saqib's older sister, because Saqib, her brother, and I had done a film together where we were opposite each
Yeah.
other. And that's how I think that was the first time I'd interacted with Huma some 5, 6 years ago. And she's a wonderful co-actor. She's a fabulous person. She's very well read, well traveled. She's an author herself. So lovely conversations, and you just meet some people and you just connect. So that was with Huma and Kani. The three of us just became a pea in a pod. So there you go.
Let's know a little bit about Shweta also, and let's shift our focus little bit away from Roshni. I want to know that you are a sitarist, and you are an absolutely wonderful sitarist. Did you never try your hands at music or classical music per se? Specifically that, not into acting?
As in, you mean professionally? To
Yeah,
pursue that
professionally, you
professionally?
pursue. Yep.
No, I don't think I'm that good. Thank you. Your words are really kind, but I'm a practicing musician. I practice the sitar as and when I get time. And I try to be as disciplined as I can and practice every day. And God knows I try to do that. But no, I've never thought of pursuing it professionally because the whole idea of art is that, you could be doing anything, but you can pursue art just to come back to self, even if for you, Sakshi, if you're a reporter, a journalist, but अगर आपने कभी sketch किया या paint किया, you don't have to pursue it professionally, and that's the beauty of art. I think art is something we do for ourselves. Lucky me that acting is also, I think, it's very personal. It's beyond a job for me, if that makes sense. It's something that I do it's more meditative for me, and it's wonderful that it's also my profession. It's also my work, although it doesn't feel like work ever. But sitar, no, I don't think I'm equipped to be a professional sitar player. No.
But the interest has always been there. If I could talk about your directorial, and if I could talk about the documentary that you had created around music, how did that idea pop up in your head?
Wow, you're really well researched. Nice. Yes, I made a documentary when I was studying BMM, and I
Yeah.
wanted to do something about the dying visibility of Indian classical music. And that's what happened. I did write and direct a short film now. I hope it's out soon. It's called Retake, and I am writing to direct more. But of course, acting remains my first love. I also started a clothing line recently, Sakshi, which is about music. So do check
Wow.
that out. And
Yep.
that is again an extension of my passion for music and art. And it's my company, it's my clothing and accessories brand. I've invested my own money in it. And it's for music lovers and musicians and anybody who loves music.
Mm.
So, yeah, it's called C sharp, as in the music chord. So, yeah, I
Wow.
have my interests and I keep exploring them.
I'm really excited to check that out. And I'm going to check that out. And Ashweta, if I could ask you, because you have done films, you've done projects in multiple languages, which one had been the most difficult one and the most challenging one as well?
They're all challenging. I cannot say that ye challenging tha aur ye easy tha. None of them are easy. I don't know who thinks acting is easy. Acting is not easy. Um, um, they've all been challenging. As for mediums and languages, it does not matter because as long as you're telling a good story, it does not matter what medium you're using to say that. I mean,
Mhm.
we are a land of oral tradition. We have had so many ancient stories and mythologies. We're a land of ancient stories. So there was Mahabharata and Ramayana that has been told orally, and so many other
Yes.
stories that have been told orally,
Hmm.
and so many plays, and Natya Shastra was told orally till it was actually written down. Then there was theater and literature, and then cinema happened. So I think forms keep changing, whether it's you see stories carved out on a temple or stories written through fashion or through paintings.
Hmm.
If you have so many kinds. I mean, India has been such a land of stories forever. So even that, the same goes with movies. 100 years ago, cinema was different because the camera and the equipment was different. So of course, and that is the advent of technology. With every generation, there'll be something else. And when we were growing up, we had Walkman and CD player,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
and now we stream music differently now, right?
Yeah.
So I think वो तो बदलता रहेगा. I think what stays constant is good storytelling and good stories. And I think there's a beautiful gift that all of us as humans have, and that is we understand human beings very well. चाहे हम वो
Hmm.
admit करें या ना करें, लेकिन अगर हम सामने वाले को देखते हैं तो हमें पता है कि वो क्या फील कर रहे हैं, क्या नहीं कर रहे हैं. या जब when we watch OTT or films or TV, YouTube, whatever. And I think that I find that the most beautiful quality of human beings that, with all our differences, and it's a very complex structure that we have as human beings, but, the way society has evolved, but at core, we really do get each other. And I think stories help us connect with each other. I think my biggest achievement as an actor is when I portray a character and anybody watches it and be like, I know this person. अरे इसने ये बोला, this sounds like my cousin or my mom or my daughter, or I talk like that. And I think there cannot be anything more beautiful than that.
Now, if I could ask you about your trajectory, your career, Shweta, you have been accepted really, really well at the silver screen, and you have passed the OTT test with flying colors as well. You have been accepted very well in the South Indian entertainment industry as well. If I could ask you, what do you personally prefer in terms of the content making and content consumption when it comes to your choice? Would it be the movie, being
Oh,
part of a movie, or an OTT project because you get more episodes, more screen time, more time to express yourself? What would it be?
No, more screen time is the least of my concerns as an actor. I don't understand actors who question screen time. I think if you're secure about what you do, even one scene is good enough. It shows your work, your craft as an actor. Um, I don't know. I don't really have any favoritism when it comes to, or favorites when it comes to mediums, because cinema has its own place, and so
Right.
does OTT. And OTT, which movies that release on OTT, because I think cinema that releases on OTT is very different from cinemas that release films that releases in cinemas, right? But again, as I said, as long as it's a good story and it's a good character and it's something, you as an actor, you're challenging yourself, you're doing something different, and you're part of a good story is what matters. I enjoy them all. As a consumer, of course, I watch a lot of content. I watch a lot of movies and series. I personally, really like limited series. The one
Hmm.
with five, six, eight
Episodes,
episodes.
yeah. Hmm.
And those are really interesting because I just watched The Girlfriend with Robin Wright. It's on
Oh.
yeah, I just watched that. At the same time, I'm also a huge binger. So I binged The White Lotus. Last night we binged Maharani, all 8 episodes. The entire team was watching together. So I think so वही है ना, I mean, once you're hooked, then you're just hooked, and then you just want to watch everything, like finish it all off. Even Stranger Things, that's what happened. I was watching and suddenly I look at the clock and it's 4:30 in the morning, and I'm like, one more
But
episode and I'll sleep. But that one episode never happens till you've passed out completely. But no, yeah, I don't know. I love watching movies, and I love watching short films and documentaries as well. I watch a lot of um in fact, docu-series, and I watch a lot of documentaries. Last year I watched a very interesting documentary about mycelium. I think I'm pronouncing it right. It's about the underground network that trees and their roots have, where they nourish each other. So if a tree is cut, the neighboring trees understand and they send their nourishments to the root so that it heals.
wow,
And I think that's so beautiful. I think something to learn from.
that's really interesting. And last but not the least, Shweta, if I could ask you, what is that new element that Maharani season 4 is going to serve to us viewers?
Oh my God, it's dirtier, it's darker, it is it is even more thrilling, and oh, it's delicious performances. I think everyone's performed so well. It's such a well-made show, and I swear I'm not saying being biased because it's my show. It is absolutely brilliant. Every department, Veera, who's done the styling, her team, the art, the music, direction, edit is fantastic. Every actor has done such a great job, and it's such a well-made show. I'm so happy to be part of the show. It's really made my day ever since I've seen, like last night we watched Maharani, and I've just been so happy. It's such a wholesome experience as an artist when you work on a good project, and when you watch it and you're like, I think it's hit the spot.
And I am very excited because now the politics is flowing from Bihar towards Delhi. Me sitting in Delhi, I'm even more excited to know it. Shweta, thank you so much for speaking to Page 3 on News 9. It was a lovely, lovely chat. And next time, I hope I could see you here in our studios instead of connecting through
I hope so.
digital media.
I hope so too. I hope so.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for speaking
Thank
to
you,
us. Thank
Sakshi.
you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Namaste.
Shweta.
Thank you.
Bye.